Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucid, and I'm joined by Maryland.
Howdy, gamers.
And last episode, how would you summarize it, Maryland? What happened?
My summary would be that if I was Vanheim, I'd be asking for peace and admitting that I made a mistake. That
Yeah,
would be my summary. Because overall, Vanheim took a pounding on a siege army. His rating got better, but it's still not wonderful. And what is he getting from this? He's losing a lot of troops, a lot of valuable stuff, a lot of gear, and he's not gaining. He's,
yeah.
as you commented, and I thought it was very accurate. Yes, he can raid, but he can't get any infrastructure.
We'll see. Um, we'll see. Yeah, I don't know if he can. I think we'll see if there's a fort battle this turn.
Oh,
Um,
the other really important bit of summary, I had no idea that the shrinking from Army of Rats was permanent.
yeah,
I had no idea. I'd never heard of that. I don't think I've ever seen that spell used in multiplayer.
yeah. We're gonna continue to learn things, I'm sure, as we go forward. I mean, this is like Battle of the Titans. It's
I
very
mean,
cool to watch.
you play more games than I do, um, because I've just set a personal limit of 3, maybe 4. But even so, and most of my games go very long,
Mm-hmm.
so I don't get as much opportunity to see some of this top end sort of play. But this, when you bring together, 16 of the best players worldwide of this crazy game after you've filtered them from 144 players, this is like squeezing the lemon for the last bit of juice. We're getting the not
Yeah,
lemon juice, but we're getting the top of the top.
yeah, and next
And
year
I'll
it's going to be, or in a few months it'll be even better because people are going to have learned from the tournament. People's skill levels increase. There's also some players I know who are really good, and for one reason or another didn't make it to the finals. Either didn't make it like past the qualifiers, or were busy and couldn't join. So,
well, and this has been
yeah,
a little humbling for me because I've learned that I kind of have a long history playing this game, and there was a time when I won almost like an excessive proportion of my games.
right,
That's not so much the case anymore for reasons of I don't work as hard at Dominions as I used to by any means. I don't make the big notes. I don't make spreadsheets, all that kind of stuff I used to
yeah,
do. I don't test in great detail. Um, so there's people that have clearly surpassed me. Now, some of them, like Arco and Sai, have played almost as long as me, or probably as long as me. I'm
hmm
pretty sure.
yeah. They've played a lot of Dominions, so
Yeah, and they've played lots and lots of games.
no, I think this is humbling for everybody in the game. I think it's probably humbling for the players. It's certainly humbling for you and me, and it's probably humbling a little bit for the people watching at home. So
Well, and
it's
I'm impressed by some of the new players. Like we just did our little interview with Coconut, and that
yeah,
was great. He's relatively new. I know Toolbox for Ulm is quite new
hmm,
because it was one of his first games I played with him in the qualifier rounds. So I mean, we've got some people that have
yeah,
gotten good really fast.
yeah. That's true, and I expect that to continue. Though we'll see. Do you want to
Oh, that
do us the
that happened.
pleasure of reading the Pelagia message?
So this is sort of okay. Last turn, Vanheim moved 5 Van Jarls, 41 Vans, some Valkyries, 25 Great Eagles, and Bears, and a few other units as reinforcements for the Throne of Water siege. Sorry about that. This gave the impression his army isn't that much smaller when we fought, but in fact, the ritual bombardment killed about 300 units, among them estimated 10 Van Jarls and a Shadow Seer. Another Shadow Seer is left at 1 hit point and diseased, so that was 90% chance for him to die and his robe with the Magi and other gear be lost. You and I both figured that the ranged bombardment had done a lot of damage. We
Yeah,
didn't know how much. Now we know how much.
yeah. The important thing
So,
he's saying here is that a lot of what we saw left on top of that fort was actually reinforcements. It wasn't even the remnants of the previous army.
exactly. As for promised Pyre Golem battle, the Golem bounced off a dome of air. Oh, pity, as it was a lost turn, it could have done something useful. This development allowed the mummy to magic phase 1 province. Another was call horde, and the only horror I couldn't kill was drawn. Then there was the notorious gift of flight targeting, which we discussed in great detail.
Yep.
The AI preferred the PD commander instead of my cube at the seaside province. Yeah, we laughed and that was frustrating. We'll place a rearmost soldier at the other angle from now on to attract the PD commander. Good call. Gift of flight also failed my liches. Oh, they were supposed to fly. But hopes for proper targeting were low. I imagine fly so that after their bone grinding, when they retreated, they got the heck out of dodge.
Yeah.
Instead of getting caught.
Yeah, I mean, with how much stuff he had there, trying to get a gift of flight off on the right targets with how bad it is, it's pretty wishful thinking.
Yeah. This turn, the biggest unknown is if Sea of Ice goes up against any of the weaker globals. It won't last, but will ruin my southern fort skip. If it doesn't, we'll see how the battle goes. We'll try doing a few things, including targeting Vanheim's liches and vampires. He doesn't bring undead decoy, and they will be easy prey for Ravenous Swarm. That's true. He does have undead nearby, though, so the Pyre Golem will attempt to kill them all. Let's see if there's another dome. So, I hadn't thought of Sea of Ice previous to his comment.
And we don't see it going up. I wonder why he thinks it's coming up this turn, if there's some intel that maybe it was going to get cast. But
I would imagine that to put it up, Vanheim would be wanting some cooperation from the other three players.
Yeah.
It'd be a heck of a lot easier if he got cooperation. And if you could say have Pan put it up for him.
Right. So let's see. We've got Pelagia coming in here, raiding with a few air elementals. This should work.
Pretty obvious. And what's there?
That's a lich. We'll see if the lich had any gear. Let's double check it again. Liches air elementals are so good against skelly spam.
Yeah, they're not. A lich isn't going to hold up to that.
Okay,
this was the
items.
cheap one.
Yeah,
dirt cheap. Yeah, that's dirt cheap. Okay, no big loss.
So okay, takes those out, and then this was magic phase though, almost certainly. We've got the Pyre Golem coming in hot with a different kit than we saw before. There's a lich present, another lich present. This one has a ton of death gems. This is the undead that he's trying to disrupt because he doesn't want them coming to the fort battle.
Right.
And messing everything up for him. Ooh,
Demon
Knights. A Moonblade. A flying guy with a Moonblade might be able to kill the Golem.
Maybe.
It doesn't look like he's flying though, which, by the way, he totally could cast. And he's got a Sea King's Goblet. Ooh, he's planning on going underwater.
Yeah, with the Demon Knights, looks like.
Does he have fire resistance on this guy?
I didn't see it. Nope.
Nope. Ooh, I don't think this will work because he's gonna get blown up by Pyre.
But I don't think he was. He wasn't. He didn't build this to deal with that.
And this is the reveal, by the way. Nobody knows this golem exists, but I'm in a game with Arco, and I know he likes golems, and I have been waiting for golems to come out and Pheonix Pyre golems with bated breath.
Well, like I said, I figured that we'd be seeing golems because that hit hard. But one of the vans is gone.
He's fatigued out. He's rigor mortis himself. And rigor mortis, of course, doesn't even do anything to the golem. And the golem's going to trample stuff. The problem is he might get turn timer to the skelly spam. I didn't even think about this.
Well, it looks to me like the Demon Knights are smacking that golem pretty hard.
Oh, they are. You're right. How about that?
Yeah.
How did they get? Wait, how did they kill this guy?
They just hit it. Various things have just been hit.
Van Hurst woke up and hit him with the Moonblade. Okay. Yeah, I guess this guy just woke up for a turn.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of unlikely when you're rigor mortis.
Yeah, his rigor isn't helping him very much.
No, it's definitely made this a bit worse. And he's so far... Disintegrate. That was a Disintegrate cast.
Okay. Looks like he got one of the bad heroes.
Oh, he's going to time out and dissolve. This is expensive. Pelagia routed. You can't route with a golem. This isn't allowed. Wait, since when can golems run?
I don't know. I had this happen to me.
Oh no, he's fighting. Okay, he's fighting. He's fighting.
Okay.
But that's turn 90 and he's done.
Boom. So that's a dead golem.
Was it worth it? I think we'll see, because he was doing this strategically to... I don't think he was like, this is worth trading a golem for. I think he was saying, I don't want there to be other things that can mess with Ravenous Swarm in my important battle.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it didn't quite work. So
air attack on a mummy.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the mummy. Yeah, dead mummy. That's the mummy that had lost an arm.
Yeah. So he didn't have a magic weapon anymore to poke air elementals either.
No, because he lost an arm last time.
Yeah. Then the next battle.
It's another magic phase battle. Another golem. This is not the Pyre golem. So that previous golem was the empowered in fire golem.
Yeah.
And it's gone.
It's gone.
Ooh.
Never to return until another one gets empowered. Which, by the way, you know, Arco can do pretty trivially with Wish. You know, I mean, like if he needs fire gems, he just gets fire gems. That's not a problem for him.
He can, but he's also burning a massive amount of them for flames from the sky. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's that demon cleansing bell, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what it is. So this does 20 armor negating damage to demons.
It's very effective. It's just, is it an artifact?
And he's got a Scotata Volturnus, and this guy does not have shock resistance, importantly. And what he does have is an all shield, which the golems don't care about. And this, which does armor piercing damage, which is going to be good against the golems. He's going to do a fair amount of damage every time he swings. Does he have quickness? He does have quickness boots, too. There is a chance he kills the golem. I think it's pretty heavily favored to this guy with the auto cast shock, which will stun him, to this, which is going to do a lot more armor piercing damage, though it's not going to hit as much, and then to this. But if he gets shock on him, this will hit a lot better. So we'll see.
And the chime is an artifact. I thought it was.
Yeah, it's an artifact.
I know I've played enough mod games where it's not. Is that thing paralyzed?
It is.
Yes, sir.
No.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Right beside the door.
Oh my god.
It is.
Wait, what paralyzed it?
That's it.
Oh, Astral Shield.
Astral Shield.
Oof. That's a really bad paralyzed roll. I almost want to see it.
That is a bad luck roll.
Heliophagus was hit by Astral Shield. Penetration roll of 11 plus 6 versus MR roll. Okay, so he resisted.
He resisted that one. Down a little farther. Look at the roll. 26 on the roll.
Oh my god.
That is like 1 in 1%, 2%.
Yeah.
The chance to roll a 26 is...
Very
so that's
small.
just terrible RNG.
Now, I don't think it would matter, but it's going to make the rest of this just, like that. But this is probably something where the golem wins. How does it have so many hit points? Oh, enlarged. Yeah, this is something that the golem probably wins 9 times out of 10.
Was there a fluffer to enlarge it?
No, it's got the hat.
Oh, right. Wow. Well, so to give credit where credit is due, Pelagia knew that Heliophagus was sitting there, and he sent a very carefully designed counter.
Yeah. Yep.
And
they are stealthy, though, so he could have pieced out.
He could have gone into stealth.
Yeah.
But he decided to sit there.
Yeah.
Why would he have stayed? I don't know.
Well, it's disrespecting Arco, which is a lesson you learn very quickly not to do.
Here's another one of the expensive
thug. Oh, this probably is not going to go well since these guys have reloaded gems. So we're going to have 2 air elementals.
Some magma children? Is that what I'm looking at in the map?
I don't know if 2 is enough, actually. I think there's a decent chance that elves take this. It's gonna be close. He's at 6. I don't. Has he gotten this guy? This guy's size 4. He can still get trampled. Oh, he's down to 3 hit points.
Boy. So one more little hit and he's going to run, I would think.
Yeah. Oh my god, just the edge of a knife here.
Yeah, they're starting to run.
He's got really good morale, though. 26 morale. That's why he hasn't run. He's got this, which gives him morale, and he's got this, which gives him morale.
Right. Holy cow.
What,
That was...
How much
That
shock
was edge of the
resistance
seat.
does he have? 20? Okay, yeah. Lightning's not going to work.
Definitely edge of the seat.
Yeah.
Okay. He made it.
Yeah, makes it and kills a Windmaster. I mean, oh my god. That's not a lot of dice I'd like to keep rolling, but...
No. Here's another horror, I think.
Big horror coming through.
Yeah, core tide. Okay. Okay, now. Does it get it to work this time?
Oh, it's the same problem. This guy's running back.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh, good grief.
He's gonna just have so much profanity for these stupid commanders.
Yeah, he must be. Although I don't
Oh,
think...
he did it twice.
Oh, there it goes. But I don't think it can swallow the horror, right?
No,
'Cause
it's
that
too
horror
big.
is pretty big.
It's too big.
Yeah. But it wasn't the horror he built that for.
Yeah, those thugs. All right.
That was fun. Definitely funny.
That was fun.
Now, is this a regular attack? Oh. He's got the
It's
dying tree
Pelagia,
light back.
yeah.
Oh. Oh, no, he threw it as a remote at a forest.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's in bad shape. Even so, it's still a monstrous thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So, hang on. Can we go back to see that just for a second? At the beginning of that fight, did it have some gems on it?
No. I'm almost certain it didn't. I can pull it up.
Does it have... How did it get the bugs? Is that a retinue?
It comes with it, yeah. It comes with it.
Oh, okay. Ah, right. Okay. Good, good. That was all I wanted to
Yeah.
determine.
Phantasmal attack against Ashdod.
Oh. So that's anonymous. And it worked.
This is from... Wait, no.
You think that was an anonymous spell?
How does...
Check the quest.
This is not an event.
You're right. Okay. Somebody sent an anonymous spell. I wonder why.
Canyon of Wild Winds. That is not the thing that causes this. I don't know what that is. Okay. And then there was a battle in the chambers underneath. There's a cave province.
It's another magic phase battle.
Oh, this is a little Jedi thug.
Yeah.
There's some fluffers.
Yeah. So this is conventional fight.
Yeah. But
Normal movement.
it's there's nothing there. It's just one PD.
Just PD.
But that was a heavily geared dude. Here Vanheim rolling out, he's got some Windmasters with no gems, but some Einhair. And he's running into a Pelagian force of this guy who's going to be dropping maybe a big water elemental and then Frozen Heart is my guess.
Maybe. And a bit of Swarm.
A bit of Swarm probably. And then don't know what the gems are for here. We'll find out.
Phoenix power.
Phoenix power? Oh yeah,
And
probably
then-
then fire elementals. Oh, hydrophobia.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay.
So these Lamias are
the
getting
black-
run over. There's an air elemental back here. And this was just plenty of enough stuff from Pelagia, it looks like.
It was. Okay. So he's going to lose a couple of Windmasters.
Yeah.
Oh, and a Pillar of Fire.
Yeah. So that
Okay.
was this battle in Dathan. So he loses 20 Einhair and 2 Windmaster and 9 Lamias.
Well,
Ooh. The Great Woods.
well, that was the siege. Is there anything left? And he just probes it.
Oh my god.
So that
Like
reinforced again.
This was the big fort. I mean,
Yes, it is.
he's doubling down. I can't believe it. Not only has
he reinforced his siege.
He decided to continue the war, he's doubling down.
Yeah. Yeah. He's cracked it now.
Wow, okay. He has cracked it.
That was great, Woods.
What amazing courage on this young man.
Mm-hmm.
Battle in Jotunheim, Vanheim attacking.
So it looks like Vans.
Yeah, we've got this guy with an Amulet of the Fish. So this guy's going to be just dropping Frozen Heart. He's using a lot of these scouts as part of the army. I don't know what they're for. I wonder if they're like some other source of leadership or something, or...
Maybe just bait.
Yeah, it could be bait.
Hey, that guy got javelined.
Yeah.
The Earth Elemental is...
And the Frozen Hearts are pretty relentless. Every time a Frozen Heart gets cast, one of these Vans is getting murked. But... both sides are losing a lot of units. Okay, there it goes.
Oh.
HP route for Van. That was close, though.
It was.
It's not over, though. Maybe these guys hang tight. Who has a lifelong protection here? That is not something... Oh, this guy does.
We've seen this guy before with the Halberd of Might.
Yeah.
Because we were asking why would he have a Halberd of Might?
Yeah. Just a protection, a cautionary measure. Pillar of Fire. Oh, my God.
Wow.
So that was on top of Jotunheim, and Vanheim gets wiped, and this is with a pretty diverse stack of, interesting things. I don't know if there's any gear on this Van Jarl, but there was even. Oh,
moderate.
Yeah, 15 gems though. These things are adding up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a battle in the Banded Hills.
Okay, so this is kind of the idea I was suggesting. 5 or so Storm Demons, 5 or so Vans, 1 or 2 Van Jarls. So an Air Elemental shows up, but it goes and whacks on Storm Demons somewhat. Where are the Storm Demons going? Did they run away?
Yeah, they've had enough. Now, you would think they would do pretty good against these air elementals.
Well, no.
Oh.
Some of the Storm Demons went to the back, along with a flying Van Jarl.
This one Vanheim may pull off.
Looks like he's going to pull it off.
He's routed him.
Yep.
Well, that was an interesting little fight. That was this one, right? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It was costly.
I mean, this was like a medium army. This was a high investment from both sides. Let's take a look at the commanders involved. We've got this guy with 15 gems of items and 2 gems on him. We've got this guy, nothing.
Just nothing.
Nothing. And then this guy with 2 gems. So total investment is about 20 gems from Pelagia. And then Vanheim with a fully kitted dude, who may or may not die in this, because he loses 2 of them. Okay, he probably loses the 2 who weren't fully kitted.
Pretty sure those are the 2 that he lost.
Yeah.
So that's livable. There's the heavy cavalry.
Let's watch that again from a high perspective here.
So the Storm Demons make 2 shots and then attack. Something.
And the wolves actually, winter wolves actually do okay against the Storm Demons, but they're back here beneath this thing, so we can't see them.
Well, and
this is the
Pillar of
thug.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yes. That thug's kind of beat up.
The Van Jarls over here, I think, had died, and the thug that died, or the one that this. Oh wow. All of the mass. I mean, this is so close, Maryland. all of the commanders on Vanheim's side have either died or retreated.
They did.
But
I think the only thing...
yeah, it's a kind of weird little nuance is even if you don't have a commander, you won't rout if the enemy's routed. So once you see the armies of Pelagia routed, if that happens before your commander gets off the field and your guys trigger morale rout or trigger a rout, then they'll be fine. So
the only trouble is those vans now have no leader, so you've got to send somebody there, reload them. They're vulnerable in the interim.
Yeah, and the idea that Arco is not going to pick off these vans in Magic Phase is...
oh, yeah.
I mean, he's 100% going to.
Yep.
Okay, we have a scout in Dershid. And then Blue Water. This looks like a water province he's attacking. What ball's on this man?
Well, we saw the Sea King's Goblet.
Yeah. Was that last turn?
No, I thought it was this turn.
Okay, it might have been this turn. It's running together.
But Pelagia attacked the Sea King's Goblet.
Mm-hmm. So Pelagia knew this was coming because they've got mages here and everything with water gems.
Yeah, there's a spectral mage. Did he put up shark attack or what's the battle enchant?
Friendly current. So somebody has this guy has the wave breaker. That's what causes friendly currents.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's a good thing to take in the water when you're... oh, okay. There's
Manual of water breathing. A bunch of pearls. I'm not sure what those are for. A bunch of nature gems.
Mass regen.
Yeah. It's so interesting. Chris, who's the Vanheim player, just when he's fighting you, man, he throws the kitchen sink at you. I mean, he's not like I'm gonna poke or prod or whatever. I mean, he just throws everything at you. There's so many gems in all of these forces.
Yeah. Kidnits are doing a good job. Oh, some underwater lightning.
Oh my god, look how many elementals. There's zero chance. So this was living water. Yeah.
Yeah. And a big one.
Yeah. Thanks for the gear.
Yeah. Bye-bye. See you later.
Yep. That's I think that is the definitive answer to Vanheim's underwater dreams. No.
Yeah. Okay. So bargain attack.
Yeah.
2 winter wolves and an air elemental or 2.
These winter wolves messed up that van though. Wow.
They did.
I guess this is an area of effect attack, so the defense doesn't help.
That's a very inexpensive attack.
He summoned these too, I think. Like, he actually spent water gems on them.
Yeah, you have to.
I mean, there's a site that gives them to you, which I think Zabalba had at one point, but I've never summoned them ever. But he's not summoning them to show them off. He's summoning them because he thinks they're a good way to deal with some of these elves.
Yeah, yeah. That wasn't too costly for Vanheim, except the province.
Yeah.
Okay, Grainport. A single werewolf.
I'm pretty sure this is a thug. Probably some of his gear he's taken off of.
Oh,
yeah, this is definitely
crap.
Not gear he made. I'm going to promise you that.
Hell of a lot of gear on a
12 MR dude.
Yeah.
There's going to be a mind hunt coming down for this guy unless there's somebody stealthy astral. Yeah.
Ha! We've already seen an attack here at Spires, haven't we? Or is that last turn?
This is different. This is a Pearl King, or a Triton King, with Shambler Skin Armor.
Living Water. I'm guessing. Nope, big water elementals.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
And will this guy be able to kill multiple water elementals?
Maybe. It's tricky. He's got one down. He's got the other tangled.
But he's 0 HP. He's got a bit of undying, so it's gonna...
Oh, okay. Okay. Holy crap. Nope. Bye-bye.
But boy!
What the heck?
The boy.
Okay. Oh, there's the golem.
Yeah, we've seen this guy before.
Yeah. That was quick. Did the Camazots get away?
Yeah.
It did. Okay. Well, fire snakes are cost effective. They're cheap.
Oh my god. Popcorn out, boys. This is what 30 minutes into the episode, this is what you've been waiting for. This is
on top of that fort?
Yeah, this is the southern fort. The one near the little...
Oh boy. But look at how small this army is for Vanheim. It was way bigger.
Yeah.
And how much of it is shrunk? Any of it shrunk?
No, he didn't shrink any of this. But you can tell. Look at all these black serpents. These used to be Lamias. They have been hit by flames from the sky. What is almost certainly multiple times.
I'm surprised there's any blood slaves left.
Yeah, look at the hit points on these Iron Hairs. Well, the blood slaves dodge it. They're lucky. The Eagles, yeah, man, Eagles, they've got 52 HP. Not many of them will have died, but you can see a lot of them got lost, like...
They got slammed.
Yeah.
They got slammed.
I mean, how many times did you have to get hit? It's 14. I think he cast it 3 times. I don't know how else you get him down to 16 HP. Because it's 14 damage, right? So, wait, what's 16 plus 14 plus 14? That's... Does that get us close to 52?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so maybe you only cast it twice. 16 plus 14 plus 14.
I'm thinking twice. It's also armor piercing.
Oh, but they do have protection. No, I think he cast it 3 times. Because it's armor piercing, but it's this, so it's only going to be probably like 12 damage. And I think 16 plus 12 times 3 is pretty close to 52. Let's see. 16 plus 12
16 times 3 is 48.
That's exactly 52.
Yeah.
And 12 is probably about the average damage it will do with it being an AP attack and 7 protection. I hadn't factored that in.
Yeah.
Oof. 3 flames from the skies.
Oh, and there's the monster fish again.
Oh, yeah? Let's take a look.
See it? Did you see it? That crazy... Oh, and the Kraken.
He's back here.
There's that crazy monster fish.
And the Kraken... Oh, this looks like Master and Slave.
Oh my gosh.
The Heart of Quickness. I guess it's just to scoot around faster. A reinvigoration, maybe? I'm not totally sure. The Summit. That's going to mess up any thugs that get too close. Mage Bane. This is probably to deal with horrors, actually, come to think of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's got penetration with a rune smasher.
Look at these hit points. Oh, he's got... we keep forgetting about it because that Golem went in with a ton of hit points. I was like, damn, that's a lot. It wasn't just the enlarge. It was also... He's got Gift of Health. We keep forgetting.
Correct.
So that's how you get a 800 HP Kraken. And those Golems with 150 HP.
And his storm's up.
All right.
So he's blocking any flying by the Great Eagles.
Yeah. All right, equip your popcorn, boys.
Niffle Flames. Will of Fates.
Okay, that was Will of Fates. Let's take a look at the buffs. So these guys have Lucky, they have Shock Resistance, they have Regen. They're Blessed, they have Fog Warriors. On this side, now a lot of Vanheim's script is going to have been disrupted from all this nuking.
Yes. And look at the Niffle Flames.
So they don't get Blessed, because the Prophet probably got killed. They have Weapons of Sharpness. They don't have any kind of strength buffs. So far, we don't see any... he's managed to get anti-magic off, and that's potentially very important for this fight.
It could be.
Here, this is a... What is this spell? I forget. Oh, is that what this is? Okay, yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah. Oh, we had a big buff go off. What was this? We had Fire Resistance come out. Okay. Cold Resistance. Still no protection buffs. Do we have any protection buffs over here? Not yet. Not yet.
No. But Fog Warriors is up.
Pillar of Fire coming out.
Frozen Hearts. Thunder Strikes.
What is this guy casting? Will of Fate's Communion Master. I think Master and Slave's coming.
Yeah, but he's waiting.
How many? Oh, I just saw him charging it. How many slaves does he have? 6. Prepares to cast Master and Slave.
Oh my gosh. You got the colors on.
Yeah. Doesn't steal much.
Many.
Yeah. It's kind of... Master and Slave's not that great if people have good MR.
Soul Vortex in the back.
But, you know, it's adding stuff to the side of Pelagia.
Well, it mucks up formations, that's for sure. There's
Now,
a second cast.
Importantly, there's a second cast. Howl is up by Pelagia. Wailing Winds is up by Vanheim, and we can see a lot of the Pelagian mages are running.
That's true. Good point.
Light of the Northern Star is up by Pelagia, and we have Relief up by I'm not sure which one. Probably Pelagia, and then
Pelagia, the Fairy Queen there.
and then yeah, the Queen of Storm. So
no, this is not as straightforward as I thought. Oh, the bands are running.
yeah,
Do you see that?
I mean they've taken a ton of losses. Yeah, I mean that second Master and Slave I think kind of pushed the HP balance over the edge.
Yeah. Yikes. Big fire elemental on top of everything else.
Ooh.
Wind of Death. And that was that.
Where's this Archdevil? Oh, they're both dead. He lost 2 Archdevils. Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh. Pelagia loses almost nothing except the monster fish.
Sea dogs and wolves. Oh, the monster fish died?
Yeah, he didn't have much MR. He probably got sniped by some MR targeting thing.
Yeah. But look what he did.
Oh
186 of 208. That's just a wipeout. Just a total wipeout.
Well, I think we answered this question. Can Vanheim, with all of his might and force, take this fort off of Pelagia?
No.
No, he cannot. He cannot.
No, he's bounced completely off that fort. He's back to where he started.
Yeah. It's an interesting thing, too, how, like, Arca doesn't pick these nations. You know, like, you may not look at it and think it's obviously... And all, like, the weird little gimmicky things he's doing. Like, he picks nations that can do them. So, like, some people look at Mictlan and they're like, oh, they have jaguars, they're really strong, or whatever. You know? Like, Arco's looking at other nations with the different colored glasses. And he's like, oh, they can do this gimmick, and this gimmick, and this gimmick, and this gimmick. You know?
Well, there was a post up on the Steam forum. What are your favorite units in the game?
Mm-hmm.
And my comment was, first off, I don't tend to think of favorite units independent of the nations they come with.
Right.
Because synergies are too critical. But I did comment, if you want to look at, you could look at the draft for the friggin' All-Stars game to go, here's some favorite units amongst a bunch of people who are voting to say, hey, these are the coolest units in the game. If I could just pick the units I want and put them together, what would I pick?
Yeah.
Well, in the case of normal games where you're playing without a ton of modding or some kind of draft and build your own nation system, you've got to look at nations in terms of all of the various synergies you can put together. And then early game, you have to stick with what you've got nationally. Mid game, you might luck out with some sites or independence or that sort of thing. And then late game, you could start to diversify into new areas by summons or things like that. So, you know, in selecting something like Pelagia, I'm sure Arco was going, okay, these are the tools I start with. These are the tools I can easily get to. These are the tools I can get to if I work hard.
Yep. And
I live long enough. And you start putting all these pieces together into a large, grand plan.
Yeah.
And he's very, very good at that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's showing the use of all kinds of little tools, any one of which Like, gelatinous cubes are available inexpensively to many, many nations in the
Right.
game. And we all know about the various elementals.
Right, but like he's looking at Pelagia and he's like, okay, well, you can get cubes, but you can also get these buffs on them, and that's
That's
what
right.
So
But he does not easily have native air. A little bit, I believe.
he gets a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. So enough for Gift of Flight.
Yeah,
for sure. And that's an easy spell
yeah.
for anybody to do.
Okay, so Maryland, I don't think there's too much else to talk about for the happenings of this turn. I mean, we could spend time going around just looking at all these other things, but we could look at troop movement. I think we just wait till something happens.
I think we don't know anything about what the other... Was there any other messages from anybody else?
No.
I think there was. Wasn't there?
Or a key had something about gems.
Oh, that was that. Yeah. Okay.
I think he's going to try to control Earthblood Depot or something. But would you... I think now, last turn, we were like, okay, if he can get this fort... Or I was saying, if he could get this fort, he could maybe make a claim that even if he doesn't kick the fish off land, he could maybe make peace on good terms. I think now he just has to hit the eject button, right? You don't try to take this fort, do you?
No, because the Army of Rats trick could be coming up again.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I mean, this thing just got hit by 3 flames from the sky. There's no reason to think this one wouldn't.
No, because it's the same composition.
Yeah.
And it's going to lose unless you triple up each of your critical buff magi, and that's outrageously costly. Because anything with human hit points is likely to be killed before the fight.
Right. And you'd have to storm potentially with the Kraken inside this fort too, which...
There's that as well.
Yeah.
Nope. I don't think Vanheim has a hope of taking forts.
One thing we didn't see, is this the guy that's holding Nexus? Do we see Nexus up? There is. Okay.
Yep. Although, the chance of killing that was pretty small.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's got Ritual of Returning on him too, so good luck.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, let's see if there is the inevitable ejection next turn where Vanheim says I'm out.
Well, and maybe we'll get some more information from the other players on any further developments.
I kind of don't want him to eject though, because this has just been the most entertaining 4 or 5 turns, and I feel like
it's been good.
If he ejects, we're gonna go back to probably like 5 boring turns. So
yeah, but we can pump them out.
Yeah, we can pump them out. We'll go through them fast if they're boring.
Exactly.
All right. Any final thoughts, Maryland?
I don't think so. I think we've covered everything. My only final thought is I'm really curious to hear from the other 3 nations.
Yeah. It'd be good to get an update from them. Give us some reason to go look at their fancy lands. I'm sure Pan is just ecoing super hard right now. Ashdod getting their blood economy going.
Yep.
They have tightened the screws on Satis. We know they're trying to fort up right now. We can see a bunch of little baby forts happening.
Yeah, exactly.
But forting up is not going to be sufficient to solve their problems. Their problems, I think in some ways, is like a misdiagnosis of what went wrong. Like, oh, I couldn't handle the raiding. No. The real problem was you didn't have armies that could fight.
I did make the comment that if he's got a choice of where he's going to spend gold, forts are as good as troops because his basic troops aren't helping him.
No, they're fine to do as a supplemental thing, right? But as this is the problem. The core problem was not he didn't have forts. Core problem was he didn't have the right kind of army and mage support. So
yeah, the forts are not a game winner.
Yeah,
but I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it's valid.
Yeah. All right. See y'all next time.
Bye, everybody.